Professor Wiseguy here with a quick look at a game that I enjoy playing. See, when I get tired of grading papers, which is, well, it's pretty much before I start grading papers, but when I get tired of grading papers, one of the things I will do is turn to another place of my computer and play a web-based logic game. And that game is called Nonograms. All right? I want to give you a little look-see at Nonograms because, hey, it's free and it might just make you a little bit sharper-minded. All right, to begin with, let's just talk about what Nonograms is. You can see the URL up here, puzzle-nonograms.com. Pretty straightforward. You can see they've got about 100 different languages they're in, but more importantly to us, there are several different sizes of these things, from 5 by 5 up to 25 by 25, with a few other little options as well. But let's look at the main puzzle here. You can see this one's already started. By the way, I have already posted an introductory video regarding nonograms several years ago. And, well, it wasn't a very good video, and I thought, why not give it another shot? And then I'm going to do a follow-up that looks at some strategies for getting better at it. Let's start with a new puzzle. I'm going to click New Puzzle down here. And here, well, actually, the first thing I should do is talk about what all this stuff means. You can see we've got a 5 by 5 grid of blank spaces. Each of those spaces is going to either have a black square in it or nothing. And if you want to get tricky or mark things for yourself, you can put a little X that says nothing goes there. You don't have to do that, but you can. At the top of each column and at the left of each row, you'll see some numbers. Let's look at the simplest thing. Here's a 1. That says that somewhere along this row, you're going to have one block, one and only one. In this one, you're going to have 2, and they're going to be in a row. In other words, sequential, like that. And then you might struggle to do that. This one's going to have 4 in a row. This one is going to have 2, and then a break, and then 2. Okay? So that's the basic idea. Same thing with the columns. A 1, 1, and a 1. So it's going to be a 1, space, 1, space, 1. This is going to be a 1 space and a 1. It could be 2 spaces. It could be 1, 3 spaces, 1. That could fit that. And the others, I think you can figure out. Now let's do another new puzzle. All right. I look at this and I say, wow, we've got a lot of single numbers. 3 here could be anything from that to that. Okay, 3 in a row. So I know, well, I don't know anything about these. I know that this one has to be blacked in, right? Because it was in both of those extremes. It could be the middle one. I don't know. But I know this one. So I put that one in as black, and I see, oh, that's 2 in a row. Well, where's the other one got to be? Right there. And I know all of these have to be blank. Okay, well, that's the beginning. And of course, if we did that with that 3, we're going to do the same thing with that 3 and with that 2. Well, I'm having a hard time here. And so we've gotten that much done. Okay, the 4, there's 2 4s, have to be, they could go anywhere from here, here. But I know those middle 3 have to be black. And the same thing with this one. So let's just make it black. It's making quite the little design. Now, okay, 2, 1. Well, that one is there. We know the other part of that 2 can't be there, so it's got to be here. Okay. What about this 3? Could be down here, the third one. It could be up here. Don't know, but we know it can't be up here. which means now my 3 has to go one more this way, and now we've got the 2 all accounted for. we're making progress. 2 and 1, the 1 has to be there. That's a 2, which means those are blank, which means boom there and boom there. Bink, bink, and we're done. And it says, yeah, you did it. All right, I struggled with that more than I should have. This one looks like it may be a little harder. Now, we've already figured out in these 5x5s that the 3s are always going to have the block in the middle. And actually, the first thing that I would look at is this one right here. 1 plus 3, that's 4. There's got to be a space in the middle. That takes up all 5 of them, so this goes like that. We know this 3 is going to have the 1 in the middle. And now we figured out where this 3 group goes. And so we can mark those off. I know these can't be, oops, I was wrong there. Those can't be in because it's a 2, and the 2 could only go from here to here. Can't be on these extreme ones. And actually, 3 here on the far right column has to be there because this X blocks it. The 4 does something like that. And then we've got our 2 already done, so those are blank. The 3, well, it's known. We're going to blank that, the 3, and I think we're done. Just like that, we're done. 1 minute, 20 seconds. That's the idea of nonograms. If you want something that you can play in just a couple of minutes and just take your mind off whatever you're doing, get a little mental break, not even have to leave your computer, and it's not going to suck you in to play for 6.5 hours, give nonograms a try. That's the introduction. Next, I'm going to look at a harder one in the next video and see if we can't see some techniques for making these even better. Well, that's an introduction to nonograms. Hopefully you find it something that might be useful to you. Whether or not you like the game, consider subscribing to this, thumbs up, and ring the bell. Now get out of here.